Let's talk about the fourth pillar of recovery, think well. And this is really a completion of all of the different skills that we've talked about with you. So thinking well is really a way to be able to have optimism, to be aware of your thoughts through mindfulness, to be aware of your inner experience, again through mindfulness, to have a sense of calm, to control what's in your control, to express on a regular basis the passion and perseverance that comes with grit. So thinking well is applying the science and the training that we've shared with you. And the reason that we do Think Well as a recovery program is because what ends up taking place is that when you push to the edges of your potential and you get on a regular basis that uncomfortable experience where growth happens, that what we've come to understand is that there's two types of stress. There's eustress, E-U, stress, and distress. So distress is like stress that's not good. It's a pretty simple concept. Eustress is stress that you say, this is good. There's something amazing taking place for me. There's something good. Now, who determines if something's distressful or eustressful? You do. The person does. So distress takes more energy. It drains the system at a faster clip than eustress. The more stress that you can handle, the higher your performance capabilities. Okay? So we have to get good at it. So one of the ways that we think about it is, can you determine that the change and stress that's about to happen is good for you? That means applying these science and these practices, that you're looking forward to the future because good things happen, that you're aware of your inner thoughts and your experiences through mindfulness so that you can keep pushing. You're not going to break. You are not fragile. Human beings are not fragile. We are incredibly resilient and rugged. We can do difficult things. So we have to be able to, and again, have to is a large phrase for us, embrace stress in our life so we can take it further on a regular basis. And these are all accelerants to recover. Because when you're in that stressful experience, if you're on the pessimism side versus optimism side, you're spending more fuel. If you're on the negative mind side of confidence training, if you're on the negative mind, pessimistic, self-critical, angry, frustrated, whatever, those incredible constricting emotions and thoughts, it requires greater energy output. So thinking well is really an accelerant to not having to use as much available resources that you started your day with because you're optimizing the way that you engage in stress, moment to moment. So that's the fourth pillar of recovery, is really putting in place all of the mindset skills that we've already talked about. It's that simple. It requires training. It requires time. And we want to challenge you to compete day in and day out, to get these mental skills and mindset trainings just right. Because it's easy to think well over a glass of tea with friends when your outcomes are just right. It's easy to have an approach to life that is wonderful. But what happens when you feel stress? What happens when it's not going well? What happens when the information that's coming back to you is that things aren't going according to plan? Do you still have grace? Do you still have the ability to adjust, to think clearly, and to be the person that you set out to be? It's challenging to do it. Thinking well is a way to not have to spend as much energy on a daily basis so you have more available fuel so that you can adjust more eloquently to the demands that you're inviting in your life. Let's make an investment in thinking well.